Okay, we are live. Good morning, everyone. My name is Lory. I am the creative director at the Digital Arts Experience, and of course, as soon as I start talking, my pet bird decides to start making noise. I was like, yes, he's quiet for once. So don't mind him. He's just going to try to take over the spotlight here. So we're going to be drawing Paper Mario today. I thought that would be really fun to do. As you see here, I have my reference image, have my iPad out right here, Apple Pencil, and if you don't know, I'm using Procreate, and Procreate is a really awesome app. It's only $10, so it's really affordable if you have an iPad with the capability of an Apple Pencil. If not, you can still like use your finger or different kind of stylus. But the Apple Pencil is really cool because you can it has pressure sensitivity and all that, so it kind of acts like a real pencil. Hey, I'm talking over here. Yes. Go take a nap. He'll usually take a nap at this time. Alright, so just give me 1 second here and we will get started. Okie dokie. Alright, I'm just posting that we're going live. Alright, cool. So what I'm thinking is my personal style of drawing isn't with this kind of dark outline. But if you like see, I don't know how to explain it. If you see Paper Mario, who kind of has this like, kind of looks like a sticker in some games. I think mostly in Sticker Star. I might be wrong about that, but I think I'm going to draw him without the black outline, and I'm going to draw the white outline and kind of put a shadow behind him. So I think that might look really cool. Now the black outline helps around his gloves because his gloves are white, so I might make them like a light gray instead, just to kind of make that pop a little bit more. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started. We'll kind of see where we go from there. So I'm just gonna go back to my reference image. This is like a really simple pose that he's in. I don't want to go too crazy with him like jumping and stuff, just because that might just take a little bit longer. So I see him here. He has this kind of shaped head. I'm like, yeah, he is. I was gonna say he has a circular head, but he doesn't really. He's got an ear here, and this is just sketching. We're just sketching. Got a nose right here. His like mustache. I actually don't know what games he has that kind of like stickery outline. It might just be in Sticker Star, which I haven't played. I've only played the Nintendo 64 game and the 1000 Year Door, which is amazing. That game is so good. One of my roommates back in college showed me that game, and it was so much fun. Every day we would come back from class and we would play it all day. It was so much fun. And it's a really fun game to watch other people play too. You can take turns. There's a really cool combat system, so it kind of looks like an audience is watching you, fight like Goombas and different kinds of other enemies. It's a really, really fun game. It's really creative too. it's just really cool to see how they, like, make the whole world this kind of, I don't know, the whole world is like made out of paper, and it's just so cool. And the music is great. I say that about every game, but the music is so good. Alright, let's draw his hat. Hold on. So this is the bottom of his hat. I just started like drawing this outline. So his hat comes down to here. He kind of has some sideburns right there. And his hat comes out like this. Okay, so I'm trying to see where his hat kind of comes out from, and it's not directly at this line, but a little bit out. So I'm going to make this curve here. And it's kind of a little bit bigger. Dylan's here! Hey Dylan! Good morning! How are you doing today? Dylan is one of our interns at the DAE. I would like to know if you have ever played Paper Mario. I'm just gonna adjust this curve right here. Alright, so next... Actually, that looks pretty good. I was like, not sure how this was gonna turn out. I've never drawn Mario before, but I think the Paper Mario version is really simple because he's just really flat, you know? He's paper. And once again, Lory states the obvious. Alright, so there's like a circle here. Alright. And then we got the little M. Really, I just love all the Mario games. Luigi's Mansion on the Switch is so fun. I haven't beat it yet. I'm really close to beating it. But I've just been playing Animal Crossing like non-stop. Never have free time. The crazy thing about this announcement, so the new game is called Paper Mario and the Origami King, I think? And they just dropped it. Like, they were just like, hey, this is the new game that's coming out. You know, no teaser, no anything like that. Like, no one knew this was coming. I think the last Paper Mario game was 4 years ago, and I believe that was... Wait, what was it? Was it Sticker Star? And then 4 years before that was the 1000 Year Door? I might be wrong. Maybe we can check on that. You can see exactly when the new games, or the previous games came out. But everyone's really excited because it's such a good game. The other thing I like about the Paper Mario games is that they take a while to complete, you know? It's not like one of those games where you just complete, like, you can finish it in like a day, you know? I mean, I guess if you really tried, you could. But it takes a while, and that's what I really like about it. You don't finish it that quickly, so it has a nice lasting power. Alright, so I'm just kind of, I'm seeing his shapes here. I'm like, okay, one of his suspenders kind of comes out like that. Got a button here, okay. Okay, so his glove kind of comes like that. And a little thumb. He doesn't really have legs, he just has feet. Mario has no legs. Make him look a little bit. Put it up here. Okay. My nose is running. Okay. I should draw Luigi next. That's a good idea. I already drew Yoshi. So that would make a nice trio. Well, I guess Princess Peach could be another good one. What should I never know what I'm drawing until the morning of. You know, I just like to keep it a surprise for myself as well. And he's kind of got like his hand in a fist here, and then he's got like these three little things. What are those? Are they just like the lines, like in between his fingers? Okay. So, kind of comes down like this, and his boot comes up and around like that. Okay. And I remember these boots. I think I drew, when I drew Yoshi's boots, they looked very similar to this. Oh yeah, Toad would be really fun to draw. I love Toad. Remember in like Mario Kart and stuff, I would always be Toad. I'd love to know why my nose is wrong. Okay. So we're almost done with this sketch here, and then we can go straight to coloring. I think I made him kind of like his body too behind. So what I just did there is in Procreate there's this like little S. I think it just stands for selection. And you take your pencil, draw around what you want, and then close the circle, and then you click on this arrow at the top, and then you can move it around. You can scale it. You can uncheck, well, you have to click like freeform, and then you can make them, you know, whatever. You can do distort or warp. For this, I'm going to use uniform. You can also flip horizontal, flip vertical. But I made him too far back there, so I just need to bring him over like that. I think I might need to squash him a little bit. So I'm going to do freeform. I'm just going to pull that back a little bit. I think that looks better, but now I need to fix the foot. And also this part. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes. Alright, fine. That's fine. We'll just go with that. Okay, here's another boot. And there we go, we have a Paper Mario sketch. And I think he looks really good. Oh, I forgot his other hand. Just kind of poking out like that. I'm just gonna redefine his mustache, because I didn't really do a good job at that. Why is my nose running? So weird. Maybe, oh, it's probably allergies. Okay, so I see that it kind of comes like that. Oh. Little circle, and then there's another. Oop, like that. There's only 3 like rounded parts of his stash. Why does that look weird? I think this one's too small. It's okay, because we can just redefine it when we color him in. Alright, cool. Got another thing. His ear detail. It looks like a little F there. Alright. Excuse me. Okay, and now we're going to lower the opacity there, make a new layer. Oop. I'm going to put this on the top, and I'm going to set it to multiply. And now we're going to color on this layer that's underneath. Alright, so let's start with his skin tone. That's pretty okay. And what I've been liking recently is this, just the sketch pencil, or this Freycinet, um, yeah, that's how you say it, brush, where it kind of gives a little bit of texture, and I've been really liking that, so I think that'll be kind of cool. And I explained this in my other videos, but the reason why I color him in is because if I do a circle and just drag the color in, you don't get that texture anymore. So I still want the texture, so that's why I'm taking the time to color him in. And I think it's just a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna go here lighter and just change the color there. Alright, we're not going for perfection here, we're just gonna have fun coloring, and this is one of my favorite things to do, is just color on the iPad. I think it's really fun. Okay, for 1 second. Alright, so that's the only part of his body that you can see. Skin. I think he needs to go a little bit lighter. Yeah, that's good. Now we will do, let's do the hat. Because the hat is usually what you always think of when you think of Mario. So it's not quite a bright red, but it's not really an orange. It's more like in the middle. Yeah, that's pretty close. We can go with that. I love this brush. I think it's so cool. I know my M is really lopsided, so we'll try to fix that. Let's go back to our sketch, and I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to kind of make it right. Like that. Go back to... Whoa, excuse me. Go back to the sketch you were coloring on. And just fill that in. Now I just want to play Mario. I want to play Super Mario Sunshine. They're all so good. At this point, we can kind of turn off our sketch and be like, okay, cool. I love that texture. I think it's so awesome. All right, we are... I'm gonna just erase some of this. Oh, it's windy outside. Okay, we need a darker red, kind of, it looks more like a brown for the underside of his hat. All right, that's pretty good. And honestly, it's the same color as his mustache, so we can make his mustache the same color. I think it needs a little bit less red. I think that's pretty good. It really does look like the same exact color. And I should have drawn these on different layers, but it's okay. It's really simple enough that we can always go back and change things easily. It's not too complicated of a drawing that we really need separate layers. Am I drawing it right? Okay, cool. Oh, you know what? I think I missed this part. Okay. So we're gonna go back to that same brown, and we're gonna draw his mustache because it looks to be the same color. And see, this is why the sketch didn't really matter too much because, you know, I can just edit it. And it's just a good guideline to know where everything is. Whoop. I think I made his mustache way too big. Oh no. You know what? It's okay. We'll just roll with it. Oh, you know what? It's totally the wrong brown. It needs to be much darker. Yeah, there we go. I think that's better. Oh, bye, Dylan. Sorry, I didn't see all your other messages. Okay. So now we need a lighter color for his sideburn. So I'm just going to go back to this brown and I'm just going to kind of like go up. I think it needs a little bit more yellow in it though. Yeah, maybe something like that. So it didn't even really matter to select the other colors. It's more like that. Yeah, that's right. Alright, cool. Now, let's draw his eyes. Okay, there's one. You know what I should have done? Okay, let me go back and erase that. I'm going to do this on a separate layer. We're going to need to figure out how to kind of outline his nose there. So those are totally lopsided. Alright, something like that. So because I'm not doing a black outline, I am going to just, I don't know how to explain it. I'll just show you. So I'm going back to the same skin tone. I'm going to go a little bit darker, like that. And I'm going to just, oh, that's a bit too thin. I'm going to just outline, where I need to. So this will make a little bit more sense once I remove the sketch. Whoa, his nose is really bumpy. I need to fix that. So I'm just outlining where I need to. So I'm going to do the same thing for his ear. I'm just going to draw that part like that. I'm gonna turn off my sketch layer because I want to come back here and just fix some things. Just adjusting some spots that I missed. Gonna go, oh, see, I totally drew on the wrong layer. It's okay. It's fine. Gonna connect his eye here a little bit more. All right, there we go. We have Paper Mario head. Just looking, seeing what changes I could possibly make. Hey, Maple. I know. You wanna come out? Come here. All right. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. So we're gonna turn our sketch back on. We are going to select a bluish color. Something like a navy. Looks good. I'm gonna do a new layer. And we're just gonna start doing the same thing. I really want to finish coloring this so I can I want to do my kind of like the white outline that I wanted to do and like a shadow underneath so he looks like a sticker. I think that'll look really cool. And what I could do is I can put this layer under the head, so that way I can just color without worrying that I'm going to be coloring over his face. And I'm just going to color I'm going to color over the buttons because we're going to do that on a separate layer, and that way we can just move them around wherever we want. Like so. And the same thing for the glove. So here's where the layers will come in handy because I'm gonna want to move things around a little bit. So here I'm just going with what my sketch was. I'm just gonna kind of overdraw a little bit. Okay. The bird is outside now. I don't know if you can see him. My chair is stuck. Sorry. Okay. Right there. All right, so now we're going to do a new layer. It's going to be underneath because, come on. Okay, it's going to be his shirt underneath his overalls. Now it looks to be almost the same color red, but it's just slightly more orangey. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good color. It's not exactly, but that's okay. Oh, is it bad? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Color in there. Cool. His boots are the same color as his sideburns. So now we're going to do a new layer. New layer over his overalls. And I guess, well, let me think about this. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay. Because then we can just do his other boot underneath. Alright, so we're going to select his overall color. My stomach is growling even though I ate. And we'll do the same thing like we did with his nose. We'll kind of outline it with a darker brown. Alright, cool. Now, oh no, I didn't do it on accident. We need a yellowy golden color. Something like that. And you can always change colors later, so you don't need to worry if you get it wrong the first time. My sketch is off, that's okay, because I'm just using this, like I'm just outlining the bottom of the boot. Cool. Oh. Alright, and now we want to draw the other one. Ooh, you know what I might do to save time? Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to put it underneath his suspenders. I'm just going to bring it out and up a little bit. And that's how you draw smart, my friends. Just duplicate stuff. So we're going to go back to the first boot. And I am going to select the brown again, and I'm going to select a darker brown. And now I'm going to, something like that. And then right here. I remember doing this with Yoshi too, so you can go back to my Yoshi drawing and see that I think I did the same exact thing. I just think it needs to be slightly more rounded. I'm just gonna do that. Alright, cool. Oh. Alright, let's do his buttons. New layer. Let's go back to this yellowy color, make it a little bit lighter. Like that. Something like that. This one needs to go up a little bit more. Okay, we're almost done. So like I said before, I'm going to... Hey, I'm talking. You want to come here? You want to come here? Hey! Hey, no screaming. No screaming. Okay. Alright, do you want to hang out on the top of my head? Is that what you want? No? Okay. Sorry about that. My bird is very needy. So we are going to draw his glove, like a light grayish color. And we're gonna make a new layer. Oh, I need my sketch back because I have no idea what I'm drawing. Like, where does this glove go? So the type of bird that Maple is a green-cheeked conure, and they're very social. And they always want to be with their flock, which is why he's always calling out to me like that, but then when I try to pick him up, he flies away. I think he's just, he's a little too confident and just wants to fly away. Because his wings were clipped before, his feathers, and it doesn't hurt them. But he just grew his feathers back out so he can fly around, and I think he likes that. Okay. Now I'm gonna make a new layer, but I'm gonna do it underneath his overalls, so that way I can just do this. And we have his gloves like that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, I don't know if I want to make him black like his eyes. I want to do like a darker gray. And this is the glove, okay. And then I'm just gonna, yeah, because I think if they were black, they'd be too harsh. That's so funny, because the light gray is so light, you can barely see it on the layer. Kind of look like watermelon seeds. Okay, we're almost done here, so let me think of how I want to do this. Alright, so I'm going to start with a background that's a really dark color. Now, it doesn't matter what color, whatever. Let's just say blue. It's fine. I'm going to make a new layer underneath all of this. I'm going to get white as my color. And I'm going to start to outline him in white. So I'm going to switch my reference image and I'm going to look and see kind of like how they outlined him here. Because again, I want him to feel like a sticker. And I might even go in and just kind of, I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. That's fine. We'll see how it turns out. So I kind of want like a thick die cut. That's what this is called. If you've ever ordered stickers, you can get them square or circle, oval, whatever, any of those standard shapes. But if you want die cut, that means that it cuts directly around the outside of your image. So you get a cut the same shape as whatever you're cutting. This is kind of a cool effect too. I guess we don't need our sketch anymore, so we can just turn that off. Yeah, there we go. And I can kind of see where they need to be thicker. This is why I made his glove not white. Really any color but white. We've almost gone all the way around. Our sticker here. You just want to follow the shape of whatever it is that you want to stickerify. Okay, like so. Oh, we're almost there. Yay. We did it. Okay. Cool. Ooh, I love how that looks. So I'm going to make this a little bit thicker here because it's thicker on this side. That looks really cool. When you first start doing this, it doesn't look that cool, but once you complete it, you're like, oh, okay. I see what you were going for. And if I make the background black, that looks even cooler. That looks really cool with the texture. Yeah, it's working. All right, so this is kind of a cool final product, but what I want to do is, okay, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna make the background white. Oh, what? What color? I just need white. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Okay, we're gonna go here and make the background. Come on. Look at, why does it have like a purple tint? I want it to be just white. Why is it doing that? Huh? There we go. Like what? Okay, so I was in the color wheel before, and I think it was just getting like a tint of whatever color was selected in the wheel. So, oh my gosh, it looks like we did nothing. I'm gonna go under this layer, this outline that we did. So I have to make a new layer and just drag it underneath. So now I'm gonna take a light gray and a bigger brush. And well, how do I want to do this? I kind of I'm just gonna experiment because I don't really know what I'm doing. All right. This was just like an idea that I had. So well, maybe I want to do that. Okay, let's try to blur it. So if we go to Gaussian blur, yeah, oh yes, something like that. I really wanted like a blurring effect, so it looks kind of like he's a sticker hanging over, hovering over like a table or something like that. So I definitely did the outline completely wrong, because I just kind of wanted to experiment with this. So I'm just gonna say like, yeah, that's fine. Now I can kind of like move it around. I can be like, oh yeah, he's just like, just this part of him is in shadow. Actually, that's kind of cool. And the problem part is like, see how dispersed the shadow is? If I try to erase it, I get like a hard line. So I'm gonna have to switch my eraser brush, and I'm gonna do like airbrushing. Soft airbrush should be fine if I make the brush big enough, and just kind of lightly tap. Even then you kind of get some weird texture. So really the key here is to get your shadow perfectly around how you want it, but this is good enough, and I kind of like it like this. I'm gonna delete my sketch. I'm going to just select everything. In fact, I'll just group it. Minimize the group, select the group, and now I can uniform and just put them in the center. I can even, it looks cool with the white background because the sticker outline is more apparent, but I can make my background color really anything. Actually, that looks weird, so forget I said that. And this is all experimenting, so this was actually really, really fun. I liked doing this. And I liked the no harsh outline. He kind of looks more like construction paper. I think that's why I like this texture a lot. So yeah, there's my tutorial on how to do Paper Mario, how to draw him, and in a little bit of a different style without the black outline. Yeah, I would love to see if anyone else does this kind of thing, make him kind of look like a sticker. I've never done this before, so this was really fun for me to do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you subscribe for more live streams that we've got going on this week. And make sure to go to thedie.com and see all the online classes that we have going on for kids and teens, private lessons, and more. So that's thedie.com. All right, and with that being said, I will sign off. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.